Hey YouTube, this is Kiss My Cat 3093, and today's video I'm actually going to be talking about two series by the same author. They are the Pretty Little Liars series by Sara Shepard and the Lying Game series, also by Sara Shepard. So these are some of the most recent books, and I'm going to talk about Pretty Little Liars first. So as you know, it's also a TV show on ABC Family, and for a while they followed the books fairly closely. You know, there are a couple of characters who weren't in the books or in the TV show, which actually work, so that's okay, but then they just start kind of deviating from the plot, so I don't know, for someone who read the books first, I kind of was like, hey, no, that's not right, that shouldn't be how it is. So for me it was a little upsetting, but what can I do? It's TV. So I really like the books. I read them. I picked it up in Borders in the mall one time. I just thought it looked interesting, and it was really good. And at that point, the first 3 were out, so that was really good because I got to read them simultaneously. The most recent 2 Pretty Little Liars books that have come out are Burned, and that came out in December, and Allie's Pretty Little Lies, which came out in January. And Burned picks up from where the liars currently are, which was in this eco cruise, and it went down to like the Caribbean, and it was good, not great, kind of boring. There definitely have been better ones, and spoiler alert, so I'm just letting you know that if you do not want to know what happens in this book, then you should not continue watching. So bye, and read the book before you watch. But as far as this book goes, it has a really interesting character. I think her name was Jordan. She's introduced to Emily, and at this point in the book, Emily has actually had a baby that got adopted. And the person, she was originally going to adopt it to this lady, and then she decided not to at the last point, and that was like the book before this, the last 2 books before this, and the lady's murdered in the book before, and her stepdaughter, the stepdaughter of the lady who Emily was supposed to adopt the baby to, she's also been murdered, and the Pretty Little Liars might have been involved in it. So there's like a whole lot of stuff, not to go into too much detail about that, but so that's all going on. And so they're all like kind of freaked out about that, and with Emily, so she meets this girl, and it turns out she's like this convict, and she escapes, and Emily's gonna run away with her, but then she doesn't, and so that was Emily. And Aria is actually friends with Tabitha, who is the girl who the Pretty Little Liars may have had a hand in murdering. She becomes friends with Tabitha's late Tabitha's boyfriend, and so that was that. Spencer is with this guy, sort of, named Reefer, which, really stupid name, just don't even want to go there. And Hannah, I think she thinks she knows who A is, because yes, there is still A in this book. It is not Mona anymore, and it is not Allie/Courtney. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, then you clearly haven't read the books, and you should therefore stop watching. But anyway, so this book, it was okay. The ending kind of left it where that A is going to still try to mess up their lives, and tans fade quickly behind bars, so I think it kind of implies maybe that they've done something bad that might send them to prison. So that was Burned, and the next one in the Pretty Little Liars series comes out, I believe, June 4th, and I can't remember what it's called off the top of my head, but that is, I'm pretty sure, when it comes out. And then the next one, which is Allie's Little Lies, and this one goes with the book that came out a couple, like maybe about a year ago, that was Pretty Little Secrets, and those two, Pretty Little Secrets and Allie's Pretty Little Lies, they're both things that happened when the girls were in 7th grade, so right now they're in high school, and like the book I just showed you, but this one is stuff that happened leading up to Allie's death, and this one was actually a lot better than Burned. and I enjoyed this one better, and it kind of tells you how Allie gets killed, and she is actually Courtney who's killed, which, again, if you don't know what I'm talking about, you haven't read the books, and therefore you were gonna have no idea what I'm talking about. So, yeah. So that's Pretty Little Lies. Pretty Little Lies. And the next one, I don't think there's gonna be another one quite like this one. So again, I think the next one comes out in June, and then there's one more in December, and then I think that's the end of the series. But we will see. And then the book I'm actually currently reading is from the Lion Game series. It is the 5th book in it, and I think there's gonna be 6. And this actually is supposed to come out tomorrow, February 5th, Tuesday. Today's Monday, but I happened to be in Barnes & Noble this weekend, and I saw it out. And I don't know why it was out early. I think that was a mistake by the store, but hey, I got a copy early, so I was happy. So far, I've literally only read 2 chapters, so I don't really have a great idea of what this book is about. But at the point, and again, spoiler alert, the point this book is at, Sutton, who is Emma's twin, Sutton's actually dead, and she has been dead since the first book, and in the TV show that's on ABC Family, she's not dead, so the books and the TV shows just kind of have a totally different story going on. And so at this point, Emma is basically in Sutton's place. No one knows except for Ethan, who again is the same person in the TV show as he is in the book. Obviously the plots in the book and the TV show are just different, but so Emma has found out that Ted and Catherine, yeah, that's Catherine? I think so. I don't even know what her mom's name. Her parents, who are Sutton's parents, they are actually her grandparents. They really are Emma's biological grandparents. Their daughter is Emma's mom, and also Sutton's mom. Her name is Becky, and it's kind of the whole series, like Pretty Little Liars, which is trying to find out how Allie died. This is trying to find out how Sutton died. So, and there's like a murder on the loose. So it is, I really like this series. It definitely is different from the TV show, so I can't, if I'm reading the book at the same time I'm watching the TV show, I get really confused. So if you are like me, I have trouble doing that. But it's good. I like the series. I'd recommend it. And the next one is gonna be out in July, and it's called 7 Minutes in Heaven. So that's the next book in the Lion Games, and I think that's going to actually be the last one in the series. So it's gonna be a series of 6 books. So I'm really hoping that Sara Shepard is going to write some more books after these 2 series end, because I kind of hate to see them end. They were so good. But I don't know. So if you have any suggestions about what I should read after I finish this book, let me know. And if you have the same kind of ideas I have about how the TV show and the books are different, let me know. Alright, I will hopefully put out a video soon. This was not a good